Hello everyone, this is Super Dimensional Bun. Today I'll be doing a review on Bandai's 144 scale non-grade Gundam X Divider. Now this kit was produced back in 1996 and currently retails for 500 yen. So let's go ahead and start the review. Let's take a quick close-up of the kit. So Bandai has produced a high-grade version of this a few years ago. I'm not sure when, but this is the original kit that I actually purchased back in 2003. It's a decent kit, but I'll show you its pros and cons in a minute. Okay, let's take a quick look at its articulation, starting off the head. Now the head's just big enough that it can't exactly turn all the way around, but why would you turn it 180 degrees in the first place? Okay, you got the arms. Spin 360. Shoulders. Arms can bend out only 90 degrees. Do the parts on the arm. I guess you can bend it a little more if you can get the elbow out of the way. Okay, let me carefully push that back. It's a little stiff because I painted it on the inside. Alright, then you got the waist. Now this thing it can only go about 180 degrees. The armor, or the skirt armor, kind of prevents the hips from turning all the way around. Not a big deal. Let's see, you got skirt armor. It can go all the way up. It's painting everything at the time on the inside. Side skirt armors, connected by polycaps. Okay, and the hips, the legs are connected via ball joints and polycaps, so I can only do splits this far. Okay, now the legs, they have the same. Basically, this kit comes with the same polycap set that the Gundam wing kits did back in the 90s. So you got these double jointed polycaps for the legs, which aren't very great. Legs can only bend 90 degrees, so that's it. And last but not least, the feet. So the skirt armor around the armor around the feet is pretty bulky. You don't have much range of motion for the feet at all. It can go up and down just slightly. It's part of the design as well. It's all this bulk in the back of the feet. So not a whole lot of range of motion with the feet. Twist it a little bit, which is not too bad. But for posing though, it's not that great. Okay, then you got the backpack. So this is what distinguishes the Gundam X from the Gundam X Divider, the backpack. So it's connected by one polycap on the back by a peg. So I guess essentially it's an adapter to the original backpack. I won't go through that, but that's pretty much the range of motion there. You have some polycaps in the backpack for the I guess these fuel tanks here. Doesn't really need to do this, but it does it anyway. These things don't move. The beam sabers on the backpack. You could remove them, but it'll leave a gaping hole. It looks pretty unsightly, so here, I'll show you guys really quick. So there's a handle to the beam saber, and that's what it'll look like if you removed it. So I wouldn't advise doing that. Okay, put it back in, and the beacon popped off again. Alright, so let's go on to the accessories. So first you got the beam saber. Now it's much bigger than most beam sabers of the time. Instead of just one long cylindrical beam saber, you got this flared out, I don't know, it's kind of like, it's smaller than the, the Gundam Epion's beam saber, but it's still larger than most. It has a little bit of girth to it as well, so it's kind of nice. The only problem with this design here is that it's supposed to be closed off, kind of like the handles up here, but of course, we got these polycap hands, and all you can do is slip them in, like so. Pretty nice, I like it. That's just one of his accessories. Okay, next you got the double-barreled beam rifle. It's only 2 pieces that you slap on together. Simple in design, I guess, but in a way, kind of pretty unique. And for most Gundams, you don't have any other double-barreled weapons out there, except maybe the double Zeta. All right, last but not least, you got the divider shield, which also has the beam harmonica. So it's just another slip-on to the left hand. Well, I won't do it right now, but here's the gimmick to it. It can open up, so there's thrusters on each end. Sorry, let's do that again. Put it to the side. So you got some polycaps to help this open up, one side and the other. And you can remove these shield pieces. They're connected via two flat pegs from the shield into these peg holders. And you carefully turn them on the side. Alright. Let's see if it holds. Take on that side too, and exposes the beam harmonica. Okay. Now you're supposed to move these satellite receivers out a little bit. I had the problem of them keep popping off, but yeah, so I won't mess with it too much. So either you put it on his hand and use it as a weapon, or you can use it as a thruster. It attaches by this big honkin', I don't know, beam emitter on the back, and just pops right into the backpack right here and right here. Anyway, here you can see there's 6 sets of 3 beam emitters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you have this thing in the middle. So let's secure that in, and I'll go ahead and put it on the backpack. So it gives this Gundam a little more thrust and more speed when flying around. So it completes that look. Let's go ahead and just put the beam rifle on. I believe when I bought this kit, you need the beam rifle came in one color, white, so you need to paint that thing gray. So there you go. That completes this look. Not a bad looking kit. Sorry, let's get this centered. So that's that with the articulation and accessories. So being that it's a kit from the 90s, there's going to be some painting that needs to be done. The feet only come in blue, so you need top part white and detail all the black parts there. Of course, these kneecaps need painting red and black. This part of the crotch armor needs painting red. I mean, you have stickers for most of these things, but painting looks a lot better. These blocks on the arms and the legs, and I guess the side skirts as well, all need painting. Same with the shoulders. Shield, everything that's colored there, you need to paint. And yeah, let's go with pros and cons. So cons first. Obviously, this is a kit from the 90s, so it needs a lot of painting. As you can see, there's a ton of seam lines right down the arms and the legs. I don't know if you can see through this video, but seams just run right through. This is one of my first Gundam kits, so I didn't bother gluing it at the time. I might go around and redo it. Let's see. Oh yeah, the elbows. I never showed you guys that. So it could bend all the way back. Looks like it's a broken elbow or something, but quite a bit of articulation right there. kind of a pro or con, depending on what you think of it. Now, one thing about the Gundam X line that I didn't like is that they have a lot of, they went cheap and had a lot of hollow pieces. I don't know if it kept the prices down, but as you see in these fuel tanks, it's hollow on the inside. The outside looks perfectly fine. You might want to fill that in with some putty, but I don't have the time to do it. And, you know, it looked good enough for me. Another con, I think, is the shield. These satellite things keep popping out. They don't really stay in place very well. Same thing with the little tabs for the shields. They don't very securely hold the shield pieces, so they can fall off any minute. What else? That's about it. It doesn't come with that extra Gatling cannon for the shoulder that I think the high grade kit has. Nor does this come with a bazooka. So, but you know, 500 yen. You know, get what you pay for. Pros of this kit. Well, I like the proportions of this kit a lot better than the high grade version. I like them a little more bulky, I guess. That's my personal preference. This kit has a pretty, I don't know, I think it has a nice look to it. The head itself is more angular versus, you know, more traditional Gundams were rounded. I don't know. I mean, to tell you the truth, I always kind of liked this series. It was kind of a shame that this series was canceled early on, after I don't know how many episodes, 30 episodes. But yeah, I mean, this kit, design of this kit, I think is really well made. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, at the time it was more unique than most of the stuff that's come out. I mean, this series came out right after Gundam Wing. A lot of people said that this designs of the kits in this series are pretty much rip-offs of Gundam Wings, but in a way I think it's more refined. So let's get the comparison portion of this series. So here is the Airmaster Gundam Airmaster Burst, that's right, from the series. Let's move these guys back. From the same series, some people say it's a rip-off of Gundam Wing, so speaking of Gundam Wing, here we go. And you can see it height-wise, they're about the same height. So at the time, I guess in their mid-90s, early 90s, Gundam, Bandai and Sunrise, whatever, are thinking that kits should be smaller. So just on that note, I am bringing back the GP01 to show you guys height comparison. So as you can see, it's almost roughly half a head taller than these Gundam Wings and Gundam X kits. But in any case, 500 yen I think is a good deal for this kit. The box art's really nice too. You got it right here. Bam. Sorry, too close. So anyway, you get quite a not bad set of accessories. Other than the regular beam rifle and beam saber, you got the beam shield or beam harmonica. But I mean, even with its flaws, I still think it's a good kit for its price. If you want less work, yeah, definitely go for the high grade version. You know, probably spend less time detailing and painting and whatnot for that kit. And I'm sure the articulation is a heck of a lot better. But if you don't care too much, then yeah, go ahead and spend just a few bucks on it. Save a little money if you feel like it. But it's a decent kit. So anyway, there you have it. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Tune in again next time, and I'll see you then.